If you ever want to know the best time to do anything, it's when you don't want to. The mornings where you are too tired or completely unmotivated are the best times to just do it. You get the best results and you feel the best after actually doing it, you know? And this could speak to somebody that's contemplating whether they should go to the gym today. Um, this could be to anybody that is battling consistency, battling procrastination, um, or just going through everyday battles in general, right? It's harder to get shit done. It's harder to like be motivated to do anything, especially when you got life happening. You know, like and life is happening at a rapid motherfucking rate. The earth is literally rotating quicker than it was when we were kids, guys. These days are getting fucking, they're going by faster. We're already in September. Niggas, we are already in September. A year damn near over. I'm about to be celebrating a new birthday in January. Like, damn, like 35 sound cool, 36 don't. Shit, 34, I didn't like saying 34 either. That shit sound hella old, you know? But back to the download though, you know? The best time to do it is when you don't want to. And it could be hard, like I said, because if you just trying to get through day-to-day shit, if you ever are feeling like, especially when you're feeling unsupported, you know? It's hard to just like be consistent with things. Um, it's like, I don't know, today I don't know what the fuck is in my energy. You know what I mean? Like, cause mentally, I don't really have anything going on, but spiritually, I just don't want to. You know, like my spirit, or maybe it's my body that don't want to, and it's my spirit that's getting me up. You know what I mean? It's my higher self that's like motivating me to do shit. So let me correct that. You know, but and I have mornings where I wake up and the fucking Bruno Mars song pop in my head. Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. For real. I be feeling it. That nigga ate when he when he wrote that shit. Or whoever wrote it for him. But, you know, trying to find that motivation to show up for yourself is like, it's difficult. So give yourself a pat on the back for showing up for you today. If nobody else did it, you showed up for you, you know? And if you don't want to, it's worth the try. You know? Everybody else done gave up on you. You don't need to be like them. You know? It's not fair to you. And as you can see, if you really are like fucking with me, that is something that's consistently said around this bitch. It's not fair to you. Gotta watch the concrete. I ain't gonna lie. Side note, if you let your dog shit on concrete, go to hell. And you don't clean that shit up, go to the nearest hell. Like, I don't know, I'm bougie. My dog, I would not let him shit on concrete. Like, what the fuck? Anyways. Sorry, I'm doing my little morning walk. But I was just thinking about just different times where, you know, like, when you dealing with adversity, it's hard to find a reason to do something positive. I was thinking about when I was facilitating the youth group, and my icebreaker every day with the kids was I had them do 60 seconds of mindfulness. I'll turn the frequency noise, you know what I mean? Just let them clear it out. And I thank them for that 60 seconds because teenagers do not like doing that shit. They're like, what the fuck is this meditation shit this bitch got us doing? They gonna thank me when they get older though. But I will have them tell me 5 things that they're grateful for, right? Because spiritually, that is the best way, the quickest way to to raise your vibration, right? So we're not focusing on what happened today, the negative shit. What are you grateful for? And I work with at-risk youth, you know what I mean? Real hood babies. And some days there'll be with somebody that can't think of 5 things, you know? And I'm a tough lover. I don't entertain can'ts. Because what the fuck do you mean? For real. Like, even as a mom, like, I hate when my son say I can't do it. And he gets it from TV, you know what I mean? And he's only 3. So I still, yes, you can. And as he gets older, that's not going to be something that I entertain in my home. There's no Kents at Tyler's Tarot. Nah, but for real, you know? There's no Kents, therefore we will. You know what I mean? We are way makers. We aren't, you know? So back to the group. That shit bothered them. But it's like, nigga, y'all getting paid to be here. So this ain't school, nigga. If I ask you to do something, you got to do that shit. Technically your boss, bro. But something as simple as that, you know? Because when day-to-day shit happening, you got bills, you got kids, you got this and that, it's hard to stay motivated. It's hard to think of things positively. But if you look around, there is so much to be grateful for. You know what I mean? Look at the fucking weather, man. There's some beautiful trees around this bitch, you know? But we got running water sources, we got entertainment, we got friends, at least, you know, we got ourselves. Even if you don't feel like you have anybody, you got yourself, you know, because fuck everybody, and that's on my body, you know. And I was one of those people that always felt like, not me against the world, but I felt like motherfuckers was against me, you know. So I kind of had to dive in and just be real, like, diligent about how I love myself. I'm stubborn about that shit. Now I don't give a fuck. You know? Like, I don't give a fuck who don't, I should say. If nobody else gonna give a fuck about me, it's gonna be me. You know? So, you know, I don't necessarily have a bunch of cheerleaders. A lot of us don't. Especially if you're trying to do right. That's when you have the least amount of fucking support. When you're trying to do good. When you're trying to turn things around for yourself. That's why you have to be your number one. You feel me? You got to be your number one soldier on the front line. You got to be your number one cheerleader in the stands. And nigga, you got to be your coach sometimes. You got to be your teammate. You got to pass that alley-oop to your damn self. You know what I mean? And it's good. Don't be resentful for what you get to do for yourself. Because really, at the end of the day, it's an opportunity. It's a blessing. It isn't a burden. Supporting yourself should never be a burden. Working on yourself should never be a burden. You know what I mean? Taking care of your child by yourself should never be a burden. Taking care of your family or your parent should never be a burden. It's an opportunity. It's a blessing that you can do that shit. It's a blessing that you are able to. You know what I mean? Despite who in the fuck can't help you and who in the fuck ain't cheering for you, who ain't supporting you. You know what I mean? But it's good. And if nobody else got you, I got you. You feel me? And if it's any soldier on the front line you want on your front line, it's me, goddamn it, because I don't scare easily, nigga. Unless you're a spider. Unless you're battling human-sized fucking spiders, I'm there, bro. But, man, it's going to be a good day. It's already a beautiful day. You know what I mean? I don't know where y'all at in the world. I'm broadcasting live from the Yay Area, California. Yay Area, California. You feel me? But if you don't feel like doing it today, get her done, goddammit. That's the best time to do it. You get the best results. You have the best ending results when you didn't want to in the first place. You know? I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want to come on here. I didn't have no download. But that was the download. Yeah, I heard Spirit say that's the download. You know what I mean? The best time to do it is when you don't want to. And who knows what the outcome is going to be, you know? Like, for me, like, me saying this, who knows what that's going to do for somebody else's day. You know what I mean? And I'm just here to help heal humanity. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be popular. I'm trying to be impactful. And a lot of us here are like that. Like, fuck popularity. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's a little stubborn bitch in me, you know what I mean? Like, but I've had to push through a lot of tough things alone, you know? And that's the whole thing. If you gotta do it ugly, if you gotta do it tired, if you gotta do it sad, if you gotta do it alone, just do that shit. You know? I promise you, you ain't gonna regret it. You know? You just gotta, I don't know who needed that motivation this morning. I don't know who needed that extra push. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I can't see what you guys are saying, but hopefully it's not no bullshit. These YouTube trolls is something the fuck else. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck is going on in there, but yeah. But burdens are just blessings to give you the ability to be stronger should you overcome. Definitely. Thank you for that, Mr. Cheese Poof. That's some real shit though, you know? We gotta turn all obstacles into opportunities. You know what I mean? If you meet every obstacle with an opportunity, nigga, that's gonna transform your life for the better, you know? And I'm a living testament to that shit. But I appreciate everybody that was just in the chat, everybody that's viewed, you know what I mean? Thank y'all for fucking with me. I hope that, you know, somebody got this good little dose of soul food to help jumpstart their fucking day. Because if you feeling like I'm feeling, I just want to go lay back down, you know what I mean? But mom got a job to do, you know what I mean? We all got a job to do. And you got to make you your best. You are always going to be your biggest and best investment. You know what I mean? So don't sleep on yourself today. But I'm going to get myself ready for work. Continue on with my motherfucking day. It's your talented intuitive. The hoses of spirituality. Leading all you bitches to the promised land, myself included. And I'm going to catch you on the next one. I love y'all. 888.